Hey, what's up guys? John here, and in today's lesson I'm going to show you how to play Shallow by Lady Gaga. There's just 3 parts we're going to learn in today's lesson. I'm going to take you through all the chords you need to know. I'm also going to show you that finger picking pattern that I played right up front, which is note for note to the recording. But before we get into the lesson, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. That's the first step. Thank you guys so much for the support. Really appreciate it. Also, make sure you're subscribed. We've got new video lessons dropping every single day. So hit the subscribe button and also that bell notification. All right, let's break this down. The first part we're gonna learn is the intro/verse. There's 4 chords you need to know. Here's what it's gonna sound like. We've got an E minor 7, a D over F sharp, a G, and a C. Now we're going to use some slightly different fingerings you may not be used to, but because we're going to be finger picking, which I recommend not using a pick for this song, we're going to kind of adjust the shapes a little bit. The first chord is E minor 7, and we're going to play the open E string, and then put your first finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. Then play open G and your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. We're not going to play the A string or the high E, so that's going to be E minor 7. Then we're going to go to a D over F sharp, which looks like your typical D chord, but we're going to add our thumb on the low E string 2nd fret. Now, again, we don't need to play the high E string, so here's the notes that I would put down. Thumb on the 2nd fret of the low E, then you've got an open D string, we're muting the A string, and then 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. So notice when we go from that E minor 7 to this D over F sharp, our 3rd finger can stay there. And it also can stay there in the next chord, which is a G. And for G, I'm just going to do a 2-finger G chord, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the low E, and then 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, still on that note on the B string. So the first 3 chords, this finger stays down. So we've got E minor 7, D over F sharp, G. Then we're going to go to a C chord, which is from the A string down, 3, 2, open, 1, open. Then we're going to go to G from that C chord, and this time we're going to play the G with our 3rd finger here on the low E string, and then our pinky on the 3rd fret of the B string. The reason is we have to switch quickly from C to G, and then we're going to go to the D without the thumb this time, and we're also going to include the high E string because we're going to have this little pull-off, hammer pull-off. So one more time, that progression goes E minor 7, D over F sharp, G, then C, then our variation G to D. Now we're going to finger pick it like this. So let me break that down for you. I'm playing with just 3 fingers here with my finger picking hand. I'm going to play the low E string, then the G string, then the B string, then back to the G string like this. They're going to be 8th notes. 1 and 2 and. Then we go to D over F sharp. We're going to play the low E string with our thumb and do a pinch on the G and the B strings. Then we're going to do a pinch on all 3 strings, the low E, the G, and the B strings, but on the G chord. So it goes. Notice there's a little rest in there on beat 3. 1 and 2 and. Notice there's a little rest in there on beat 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We come in on the and of 4. Then we let this G ring for a measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go to C, and we're going to pick the A string to the G string to the B string, And then we're going to edit the chord a little bit. So we're going to go, and we're going to add our pinky to the 3rd fret of the B string. Then we'll come back to the G string, play the A string, and then the high E, and then the B string, still with that finger down. So it's all 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Then we'll go to G, play the root note, then the pinch on G and B, then a rest, 1 and 2 and then we pinch on a D chord. We'll play the D string, the G string, and the B string. So, like that. Then we play the high E string, and we just play it open, and then do a quick hammer pull off to the 2nd fret. Then play B string, G string. So that last measure on the G chord is 1 and 2 and 3. Then we start again. E minor 7, D over F sharp, G. And that's your whole intro. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3. Then start again. Then after this G, we start again. And that comes in there on the verse. Next up is the chorus section, and we're gonna use a few new chords. Here's what it sounds like. We're gonna start out on an A minor chord. That's going to be from the A string down, open, 2, 2, 1, open. We're going to do 3 beats there, 1, 2, 3. Then on the 4th beat, you can either take your pinky and put it on the 3rd fret of the low E, or you can just lift up your 3rd finger if you want, kind of make it an A minor 7 over G. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Then you go to D over F sharp. And again, you could do it like this if you want, or this is a nice voicing. Same chord as before. Then you go G for 2 beats, D for 2 beats, E minor for 4. Now with the picking here, I'm doing basically 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the main rule is you want to hit the bass note, the root note of each chord when the chord changes. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and G, D, E minor. Then start again. The last part we need to learn is the bridge, and we're going to continue that same sort of picking pattern where we hit the roots and then we just fill in 8th notes on the other strings with a simple 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and pattern. Here's what the bridge sounds like. We've got a new chord on B minor. So let me show you that new chord, B minor. We're going to play from the A string down, 2, 4, 4, 3, 2. So it's a bar chord there. You don't have to play to the high E string. If that's too hard, you can just stop on the B string. 2, 4, 4, 3. We're going to play that for 1 measure. So we'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then we'll go to D for a measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Now this is a cool change here, A. That's gonna be from the A string down, open, 2, 2, 2, open. 1, and again, a bar of A to a bar of E minor. Then we start again, B minor, D, then A. This time we leave off the E minor. And we go back to the chorus, A minor. There you go, guys. Shallow by Lady Gaga. That's all the sections. I hope that helps you out with the finger picking as well. Leave a comment below for future video requests. Again, we've got new videos dropping every day, so make sure you're subscribed. Also, if you're interested in playing some lead playing, you can click the link in the description and get a free PDF that's over 100 pages long, all about soloing. It's a book I wrote called Melodic Expressions. You can get that for free as my gift to you for checking out this video. Thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you in another video real soon.